All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Denver Broncos and the Indianapolis Colts. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now.
Second and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Three buzz. Wide, get wide. Hug. Check 48.
Throwing on second down. Rosen. Funches has it complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On third down, Rosen. And that is incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback.
Set, ready, 90, roll. Key tight end. Ready.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of 2 there, second down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's second and 12.
Here we go.
Here we go on second and 12. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. They'll set up to throw. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Denver.
Down. 60, Pittsburgh. 66. Ready, go.
On first and 10, it's Lindsay. And an alley to run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They're going to look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. Second and 10. The open man is Westbrook. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. Pretty solid start for the rookie here on this first drive, Charles.
Able to have some confidence, stepping back into the pocket, move around a little bit, find open receivers, and deliver. That just means his confidence is going to continue to grow because he's getting more and more comfortable with each completed pass.
55-7, let's go. On the ball. I'm coming up to you. I'm coming up to you. Let's go.
He'll drop to throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
On second down, it's Lindsay. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Early down stuffs will put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Ninth play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Back to throw. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
The drive starts with a completion left side. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Switch, switch.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll take this down to the 40-yard line. 22 yards there, a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive they went 3 and out.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check tight, check 3, check 3. Rush in, rush in. Hey, quarter.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
50 seconds of Mike. 50 seconds of Mike.
Now Rosen. He's going to let this go end zone for Hilton. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down.
Alert, alert. Hey, dude. Check Mike 57, Mike 57. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Monday. What do you got?
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of leg.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Ryan Shazier got in that time. The first round pick of 2014.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing? That's 3 sacks now, and this team came into the game in the bottom 5 in the league in sacks.
Yeah,
what's going on?
It's not been their bread and butter. I don't know. Is a blind squirrel finding a nut, or is this something they can build on?
Well, they found some momentum. They found a crack in that offensive line, and they're putting it to good use.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and... Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play action sack. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Watch the fly. Monday. Hey, Charlie. Mike 50. Watch the out. Hey, Mike's 50, Mike.
Here's Rosen. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Monday. Here we go. 50, 50. Mike 50. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son.
From the gun, it's Rosen. And he's got his man, Hilton. That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey. Check. Fresno.
And now it's Rosen looking into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Let's go.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive.
Hey, alert. Bang. Hey, quarter. Check 37. Check 50. 57 to
Back to the air, Rosen after the pick 6. Oh, and he'll just get rid of this one deep. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
So I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick 6 on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and said, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Patrick. Hey, Haywood.
Now Rosen looking to throw. It's caught by Funchess. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
And 4.
The Colts on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Shift.
Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
Set, ready, 90, roll. Who that?
Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Partner, he sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Sometimes those lines that are drawn on a grease board or in a playbook, they come to life out on the field, don't they? And we just saw that on that outside handoff to the right.
That right tackle, he gets excited for that call, doesn't he?
He does, because he just wants to dominate his guy and say, listen, I was the point of attack. I took care of business. That's why you're able to get downfield and add all those yards to your total.
Yeah, really nice gain there. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
The Broncos on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw here. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Broncos push further out in front. Extra point attempt here still to come. He's got it, and it's 17-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
That's it, ready? We're going to work.
The Colts take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but well, let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
He completes this one to Mack. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Mike, 48.
Here's Rosen to throw. Looking for Funchess, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
They go play action here on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught at the 10. And finally out of bounds down near the 10-yard line. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Looking to throw. Room to run past midfield. Throw left side complete. It's Schwartz. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Denver.
Mike's 59. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41.
It's been a long day for you.
Now back to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco 1st down. This quarterback now 8 of 11 in this 1st half. He's got it 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. He'll let this go for the end zone. That's going to be caught. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's 1st and goal, and gosh, points here. A chance maybe to put this thing away before halftime. They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. They come up in an offset eye. Not time enough for a play and then a timeout, you wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos push further out in front. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed, aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Preston Smith in there to record another sack, and that is now 6 on the afternoon for this defensive unit. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to float this one deep. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. 30. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said, third and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
They'll run on first down with Marlon Mack. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
2nd and 5 now. Rosen. That's into the hands of Edwards. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Monday. He's coming.
They'll run here with Mack. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
Some good, strong running right there. Some power and some explosiveness just about got him into the end zone.
Good yardage on first down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Looking to run with Mack. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Marlon Mack, his first touchdown on the year. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Now Rosen will lead him up here to go for 2.
Let's see what you got.
Rosen will throw. And he's got it for the 2-point conversion. So they tack on a pair more here to narrow that deficit a bit further. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
It's just me and you.
Another run by Lindsey. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Shoot. Watch the shoot. Out. Ready, go.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll drop the throw. He completes this to Sutton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. 2nd and 5. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 33.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver and almost on a direct shot able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
Second and 10 from the 33-yard line.
Grace don't travel. Grace don't travel.
Second and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sack back at the 38. Preston Smith picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to go down again. Cameron Hayward providing a little deja vu, back-to-back sacks, and now they're staring at a 4th and long. The Broncos send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. On the return, it's White. Oh, a heck of a move. Man. So possession goes over here on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball to cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor, and they got to keep things cranking, keep it on high so they can keep cutting into that lead.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Check 43. Monday.
On first down, it's Rosen. To the right side to Eric Ebron. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
On second down now, it's Mack. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. He's picked off near his own 48. On first down, Lindsey. And Justin Coleman brings him down.
You got it. You got it.
3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 6. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
The Broncos on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll set up to throw. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Schwartz. The Bronco first down there, 12 yards on the play. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
He's going to fire. They got his man, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. In for the score. And the Broncos push further out in front. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go.
Hey, Monday. Let's go. Hug. Switch. Joker. Alert.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. To throw is Rosen. He fights him off. On the comebacker, complete. It's Edwards. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Hey, 50 to Mike.
They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Edwards. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense is well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
The Colts on third down. They've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 7.
Mike's 50.
They want to go to the air again with Rosen. Over the middle, complete. It's Edwards. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Rosen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. It's Rosen. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. D. Ford, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
At the 49-yard line.
following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Now it's Rosen. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Akeem Hicks at 6'5", 332 finds his way home for the sack. So 2 plays with only negative yardage to show, and now it's 3rd and 16. From the gun, it's Rosen. And unable to connect, incomplete. Give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Alert 3, alert 3, alert 3. Hey, exit. 40 yards.
They're going on 4th down. Rosen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. He's got the lane, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah.
Get in the weight room.
Rosen on 1st and 10. Complete to Hilton. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now, because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Check 48's the mark. Check 48. Monday. Here we go. Here we go.
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. He'll find Lindsey here. I call it no gain there on the 1st down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. We are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They're going to look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A huge play there for Denver. 41 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, And I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they have the right...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Now the try here for the extra point. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now on 2nd and 13, Rosen. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target. But now it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13. They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. And it's knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Ready, break, 55 to Mike. Check, 55 to Mike. So don't say nothing. Ready,
and they will take a knee here.
The quarterback keeps it.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.